and welcome to Design. My name is Maria and today we're going to talk about patterns. Yes, we are. So let's just get into it. It doesn't matter if you're just starting to think about patterns or maybe you've been experimenting with them already. I'm gonna go through every single kind of a level of patterns. And I'm not saying that level 1 is kind of like the basic and then the higher you go, the more educated you are as a stylist. Not at all. If you do want to keep your outfits minimal and really simple, that is completely fine. But if you do want to stand out by using multiple different patterns together and kind of like really bright and out there, then the higher you go, the more out there you'll be. So if you're only thinking about starting patterns and you kind of really don't know what to go for, then just start with very simple, very small prints, such as a very thin pinstripe or very simple plaid, maybe very tiny little polka dots. It can be anything. So mostly one color and then having like little details. So this would be kind of your stepping stone into the pattern world. Also, whenever you're feeling that this is too much, then you can always go with a neutral something that goes with it. It will definitely tone down the print and you'll be okay. Next step over is choosing one pattern and it being kind of the highlight of your outfit, picking the colors from that item and tying it into your outfit. So for instance, right here it's my outfit. I have this really bright yellow and blue and black and white shirt. From there I can pick any of those colors and put them into my pants or my shoes or my purse or anything else in the outfit. This is a really easy way of, making it cohesive. If you're kind of scared of jumping into those kind of patterns that are really bright, you can always put a blazer over it and it will hide the dramatics of the pattern and you will be much more comfortable in that. Matching two patterns together. So it can be either the same pattern but in different colors. It could be different patterns in one color, or it could be the same pattern, different size. Because if you're going to be all large size of a print, then you're just going to be too messy, the eye would not be able to concentrate on one thing. It's going to be all over the place and it's not going to know where to stop. So using a larger print on either top or lower half is a strategic move. So for instance, if you are a inverted triangle shape, you should use a bigger print on your lower half of your body to give more attention to the lower half, to make more emphasis there. You can do it the other way around. If you're more of a pear shaped, you could put bigger print on top. Same goes for colors. So if you're going for a brighter color on top if you're pear shaped, or a brighter color on the bottom if you're a reverse triangle. So this, you can try to fool the eye with patterns, you guys. Just a side note, if you're wearing a really large print, depending on your age, it might actually make you look older. So make sure to kind of really be careful when buying really big, massive prints. Also, the massive print can actually pull the attention towards something that you don't want. So for instance, if it's a really big canvas of a fabric and there's really massive flowers that are separated really far away from each other, the way the fabric is cut can either break you or make you. So if a flower, for instance, is on your buttocks and you have a really big luxurious buttocks, then the attention will go there. If you have really wide shoulders and then there's a flower here, then it also will guide the eye there. So when you are trying those outfits are on, make sure that the prints that are showing are on the right part of your body that you want to highlight instead of the ones that you want to hide. I would consider like a black and white pattern to be a neutral pattern because you can wear it with anything, honestly. It can also, a neutral pattern will be something like a leopard print. A neutral print is also maybe a striped shirt. Also, patterns are pretty good when hiding your imperfections. If it's a smaller pattern, anything like your underwear lines or your bra lines are kind of masked in there, as opposed to wearing a flat one color. Also, wearing the same pattern like stripes, you could do it in different directions. Like the top would be going one way and the pants the other, and that is also, you can use it to your advantage to balance your shape. So for instance, if you have a smaller upper half, then you need to have horizontal lines, and if you want to lengthen your bottom half, having vertical oh my gosh lines is preferable. So you can also use the lines of when they're kind of converging this way. It also makes you look thinner and longer and slimmer. Yeah, that's for now, that's all. If you're liking this content so far, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. It will mean so much, and let's face it, you'll probably forget later. Okay, so the next level over would be combinations of different patterns together. So for instance, having more of a curved pattern and a straight pattern. What I mean by that is maybe having a polka dot shirt and a plaid bottom, or having, for instance, a floral, I don't know, a dress and having a striped blazer, something along the lines of having the contrast of the two patterns working against each other. It's really popping. It really pops on an outfit, and it's pretty fun to, you know, check out and figure out how it all works. Okay, when it is colored patterns, think about what is the base of the garment. So for instance, if you have a white polka dot shirt and the base of the bottom is also white, then those two things can go together. If you're having a winter florals, which is a darker, mostly black background with flowers, maybe having a pant or something else that also has a dark background, you know, print of other colors. So those things will make it look cohesive and put together. As far as colors, so jewel tones, they're like deeper, more expensive, more luxurious kind of colors. They always go together, and they go well with the cooler tone skin, and more of the yellow, blue, and red, kind of really bright in your face. They like to go together, and they're better for the warmer tone people. So if you don't know which colors work better for you, I have a video about that. You can go check it out and do a few tests to see which one is better for you. You can also be a neutral, by the way. Anyways, moving on. Finding similar colors in two patterns can, you know, give you a hint that they work together. So for instance, right now I'm wearing this what is this? Is this a houndstooth shirt? And it's kind of a grayer blue with this mustard yellow and white, and it's really toned down, so I can wear it with this floral jacket that has kind of a purplish blue here, and it doesn't really have a mustard, but it has the elements of white. So I feel like they do go together. If this was super bright colored, or this was really bright and comparison, then they might not be, you know, working, but I feel like it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is the proportion of color. So I'm guessing this will be like the crazy, really good styling of prints that is really bright and out there is having, for instance, like the majority of color is, well, it's different, right? So it could be majority of the color could be blue and then having little details of yellow and etc. So if you have this majority of color, you need to find a color, the majority of color in the other print that will go together with that color. Yes, this is complicated and it can get really, intense, but if you feel like you don't know that much about color and can't judge, then Pinterest is a really good way of going around it. Just write in like colors that go well with this and it gives you so many options, and then you can kind of go away from there. But I am going to make a video about color theory and fashion, so stay tuned for that. Like, if you're new to it, don't go over 2 patterns because it might get messy. I'm not telling you not to, practice and try it out, but I'm just telling you that 2 is enough to really stand out, honestly. I'm just gonna play you some of the clips of the most recent pattern mixing from the fashion shows out there. Alright you guys, so this is it. Let me know any questions about prints or anything down in the comments below. If you have a specific item that you would like to ask me about, maybe go ahead and check out my Instagram page and DM me there. I'll be happy to let you know what I think about it, how I would style that item, and etc. And please consider subscribing. I would like that a lot. Alright you guys, have a great day. Stay classy. Bye.